you could pull this off tomorrow, where would that rank in all the achievements that you've had as a manager?
No idea. It's just last 16, no idea. I don't know. It's a football game. Many things can happen. And you have to focus and try to first win the game, and after we see what happens during the game. So I don't have a specific plan, a part of the just try it.
Do you have to transmit your belief that the team can turn it round? Because it's a big ask.
Well, after 10 years, you have to convince my players about the beliefs. We are in problem. They know me quite well, that every single game we try, there will be no exception. They have to. So they are the guys who play, and I'm pretty sure they will try it. And I know most of them. Of course, most of them, they are news, they're experienced in that situations. And we are not the same group that many years, but at the same time, it's an incredible experience and an incredible opportunity to try it.
Hi, Pep. Can you take us into the decision of giving the players a day off today?
We train tomorrow.
Before the game?
Yeah.
Okay. And you say many times this is mental. Also, it's not just football. There's also a mental part involved. How much is this move a mental part, a mental way of recharge your players and get them ready for
It's
tomorrow?
related. The way you play, as much you play good, your mental will be strong, and you are not good, will be weaker. So it's more than 90 minutes. We are able. I'm not much concerned about the chances that we're going to create. I'm pretty sure we are able to do it at home. Always we are able to do it. It's more how well we are going to defend. Now I have to admit, the task is massive. So score more than 3 goals against Madrid is not easy. The result in the first leg is not the perfect one. But at the same time, we are here. It's a football game. Everything can happen, and our momentum is always the Etihad Stadium are there. We have to create as much momentum as possible with our people, and do a good game for the talent players that we have, and defend well.
Pep, you said the task is massive. Does it have to be a perfect performance, would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
And from a manager's point of view, are you thinking of a way of trying to surprise Real Madrid somehow?
No. It's about the players, put it in the perfect positions. We play with 4 or 5 strikers in the first leg. We didn't score a goal. So sometimes you play with 2 false nines and something like that. You're going to score 5 goals. So you never know. The idea is there. We have to try it, and not much different things that we have done at home, and just, when we arrive there, to try to score and defend better the positions. And yeah, perfect game in many senses. And in the bad moments, it happened. It will be a perfect game during 93, 94 minutes. So it's just to try, don't give up, and next one, and always we can create in a certain short minutes chances. So we know with that. We know because we know each other. We happened that season. The season just we create that, and we're not finishing. And if we are able to be clinical there, and especially defend well, always will be in the game.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, you would never choose to be in this position, but some of the most memorable Champions League games have come from teams coming back from a first leg deficit. Barcelona and PSG is one example. You said before it's just a place in the quarterfinals on offer, but for the fans who go tomorrow, if they were to see you pull off, it's something they would probably never ever forget.
We have seen, for example, in many games here. I remember against Tottenham or against Madrid 2 times, they scored 4 goals or 4 goals. The problem is not about the goals. Against Tottenham, they scored 4 goals or 5, I don't know. And they scored 3 or 4, and Madrid scored the first year 3 goals. So the problem is not about that we are able to do it. We are able to create chances here. Even in a short time in the last games, in 10, 15 minutes, we are able to be there many, many times. So have to create as much as possible, knowing that, of course, the quality of them is completely different than the other opponents, and they don't give the ball away. They are able to run, but they know it's Real Madrid. So, but Real Madrid would happen in other teams in the Champions League. The quality is there. So it's easy for me, guys. The first 20 minutes, you have to score 3 goals. Yeah, perfect. Good message. But the reality is completely different. It's just to be sustainable in our approach, in our how to get to do it, and in all departments that we are working tomorrow or talk tomorrow about what we have to do until the end. And we know it's not able because the first result in the first leg was not the best one. So it's difficult sometimes, because we create the first 50, 20 minutes 4 or 5 times in byline for Bernardo was alone in the 6-yard box and 2-3 crosses, cutbacks that we didn't arrive, and 3 shoots on target, 3 goals. So that is the Champions League. That's why it's so difficult. And the opponents, that's really good. We have to live with that. Of course, we have to take more risk in terms of trying, but even the results is not good in the first half. We have to keep going, carry on, go, and because you never know. You never know.
Hi, Pep. I mean, in your personal history, you've had some games and some ties where you've come from behind. I mean, do you have a favourite comeback, a comeback that you always remember?
Aston Villa, last game, to win the Premier League. 74 minutes, 0-2. They make 3 goals in 12 minutes. So another comebacks, we did incredible things in this competition, scoring goals, but concede for goal difference we are out, for many details, for the decisions for the referees, for many reasons. Sometimes you are out. So it has to be a perfect game in many, many departments. In our people and the referee decisions, for many, many things have to be so good to make these kind of things. But it's nice and experience to live again. Always I have a good memories in the defeat, so always one of the more exciting moments with the Tottenham games. On the other one we were out, but what a game, what a moment. It's a painful, it's hard, but always remind now in my pockets. Not always remain the good things in your life. The bad things always apart, and good games and good experience. How to create a good game with our people. Hopefully they can make an extra bonus, and yeah, try it.
Pep, about the training. Did you feel that today was more important to rest the bodies or the minds?
Listen, we were in Madrid. We arrived late in the hotel. We stuff to sleep and come back in the morning. Travel here. Day after here, no training. Go to London. Arrive yesterday at 2:30 a.m. So today you recover. Today you cannot do anything because the players who play they are still at home. And tomorrow we will train. So we are not have to train something like a repetition for the training will make us to play better the game against Madrid, because today in the modern football, in the top teams, the train don't much improve a lot. It's understand what you have to do because we don't have time to train. So I prefer today every home, and for me as well, and tomorrow instead to arrive at 3 or 4, we arrive at 2. We move a little bit our legs on the pitch. We're going to try to do this and go. I did it 2 or 3 times this season, so it's not the first time.
Hi, Pep. You did it before the Dortmund game in November.
And Fulham game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hit 2 or 3 times this season. So when it's 3 days different, sometimes I train, sometimes I said, stay at home. 11, we are 11 months. We will make a World Cup season, 2 weeks, World Cup, 2 weeks to start the season. So we know each other quite well. So. Well, we talk now. Now we practice many, many things. You had to practice to improve because it's too late.
And how beneficial was that to give them that extra time?
I don't know. We try to put our best, but I don't know.
Simon?
Pep, you've spoken a lot about the need to defend very well in this game and be perfect. How has the defence been over the last few weeks, and what improvements are needed in it?
Well, if you play the game against West Ham, they made a shoot on target in corner and don't more, that will defend well. Really, really well. So in terms of the people say, I have to make goals, no. We have to move more, we concede. So let's try to avoid that is not easy because the quality of Madrid always is there, but try to, the situations that will be there in the 1-against-1, the keepers, defenders and everyone, the solidarity to work behind. Because with the ball, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we play when we are not able to do it. But from experience in the Champions League or in that position, but we need to do it. Always we are able to create chances. Always in every single game. Instead to do it maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, do it in as much longer time as possible.
Jack?
given that you did defend well on Saturday and didn't give up any chances, does that give you a little bit of a selection headache for tomorrow? Because obviously Diaz didn't play Saturday, but you did defend really well, and Kusanov against Vinicius might be really important.
The selection I have already done, more or less, yeah. I know the team is going to start tomorrow. I don't have any doubts. Well, one doubt maybe, but the rest is clear.
And have you seen apart from last week at the Bernabeu, have you seen an improvement in the stability of the team over the course of the season?
Yeah, much. Our average. It was a moment, for Consifa goes in Fulham in the second half, a crazy game, and 6% target Madrid 3 times, 3 goals. And sometimes that, but in general, I'm satisfied for many things. Our high pressing is good. Expecting goals is the higher in the Premier League alongside Chelsea. So always have been there. It's just what I said after the game against West Ham, but I had opinion for many months. So just miss. The chances to create, most of them convert. That it was what they had to try to do. It is this amount of chances create much more amount, create more opportunities, and just put the ball in the net. So I had to try to do it.
Take some questions in Spanish. We'll start in here, please. Thank you.
Hi, Pep. How are you? The other day you were speaking about you've faced Real Madrid 50 times as a manager, as a player too. Is what you're missing is an epic comeback in the Champions League, 3-0 down? Do you visualize that? How do you prepare yourself for this mentally? We'll give it a go, but I'm not missing anything from the games that I've faced Real Madrid. I'm very satisfied. The experiences I had as a player to play against Real Madrid 50 times, it's not bad. I've not got a bad record as a player or a manager. I'll just be doing it for my team that I represent now. During a decade, we've managed to do some incredible things, but that won't change what I've experienced as a player and how a manager. The meetings we've had, that won't change anything in the game tomorrow. You spoke about the rest that you've given to your players. Why did you do that? Is it superstition? Because we saw you did that against Dortmund and it worked out well. I'll find out tomorrow. We'll train tomorrow. We'll train tomorrow instead of training today. It's very simple. Now, today we would have trained on the same things as we will tomorrow. Maybe 1% difference. So 3 days difference. We've had 2 long trips. We went to London as well. It's a long trip. You have to go via train or plane. We came back from West Ham. We're not going to be doing anything. They'll be at home, the players, with their families today. And then they'll send each other WhatsApp messages, I'm sure, or imagine. And tomorrow we'll see each other. And we'll train a little bit, and then we'll play the game. Pep, wanted to ask you, because you were talking about scoring goals, you've done that in many other games, but I wanted to ask you about your defence. Kylian Mbappe will be playing, or is definitely travelled. Does that change the way that you plan the game tomorrow? Can we see perhaps a surprise from you? No, we'll see after 5 minutes. If Mbappe is back, it's better for them. We'll see if he plays or not. I don't know. Hi, Pep. I wanted to ask you about a special message that you will give to your team, talking about coming back. Or do you feel like it's just another game? Will you give them a special message? No, there's not really much more left to say. It's like a final. It's a perfect game to turn round. There's very few messages now. We're all older adults. I do feel, not because of what I've spoken to them about or when I saw them a little bit yesterday, I know that we're going to give it a go. Whether we can achieve it, I have no idea. Hi, Pep. You've spoken about bad things form part of your experiences, your history. Can you talk to me about the culture failure culture, there's possibly a chance that you will be out again early in the Champions League. Do you feel that failure in sports, how do you manage that frustration with the team? The important thing is that you don't believe that it's a failure. So we have to convince ourselves the strength, the commitment you put in to what you dedicate your life to. In sports, you can do things well, the other team can be better than you accept it, and you just try and get better, and then try it the following season. For many wonderful adjectives you can use, you don't have to feel that it's like that. It comes from hard work, dedication, and you have to love your sport, respect your fans, your people. There's no team in the world that wins always, and there's no perfect performances in football either. There are occasions when you can be extraordinarily fantastic, and that's happened during many times over the last few years, and we've had some wonderful ties against you guys, and many times we've gone out. Is it a failure? You decide that. Do you think it's unfair to talk about failure in sport? It's not important about what I feel about it. It's whether you feel. What do you feel? I've always responded. I've already answered you. Those things don't change. How do you manage it with the squad? The squad, you say, what a shame we're not in the Champions League, and we try to get back into it. All big athletes in sport have not always won all the time. It doesn't exist. You lose more than you win in sports. You can qualify it as a really huge disappointment. How long will you spend thinking about it? 1 day? 3, 4? Things carry on. You just have to get on with it. There are much more sad things happening in the world to spend too much time on that. We'll try and do things well. We'll move on. Madrid were fantastic in many things, and if they are, we have to accept it. At this level, there are some great teams. How many Champions League have Real Madrid won? They've won 15. How many have they played in their history? 100? Well, they've lost more than they've won. Is that a failure? Perhaps they've played better in other campaigns than others. I've never seen a better team who plays football. Perhaps, you ask me these things because I'm from Barca. Well, it's about Spanish football, playing well in Spanish football. Is it a failure if you don't win the Champions League every year? It depends on you. I would say that Bruto's team played well, for example.